Welcome to the Carol Butler Show. And today we will be interviewing Mr. Brazil Nut and, believe it or not, some of his nutty friends. Like the rest of you, I get tired of everyone calling me nuts when they know my name.
Thank you, Carol. But technically, more like botanically, we Brazilians are not nuts but seeds from the Brazil nut tree.
Wow, those are the tall trees, huh?
Yes, ma'am. One of the largest trees in the Amazon, up to 200 feet tall.
So you are a South American native.
Yes, ma'am. But Bolivia actually exports more of us than Brazil.
And you are so highly prized for what?
Selenium. We are proud, whole, brown, and heavy except for those of us who occasionally shrivel, and one single kernel will give a human 100% of your daily selenium requirement.
So why is selenium important?
It is an inflammation fighter, keeps your thyroid working, and it prevents certain cancers. Yes, ma'am, we are, in a nutshell, nutritious and put you in a good mood. You get my drift?
Wait a min nut. Brazil, no one can take too much of you because you're toxic. Hello, Carol Butler. Must interrupt. As a macadamian, we are always good for people. I'm the most sought-after nut in the world.
Pricey too.
Hey, you work for peanuts. I don't come cheap. We are a big hit at parties.
Yeah, your grand entrance is total Macadamia. You're gonna roll those eyes right off your face.
I'm sure it's self-evident, but why are you so valuable?
You mean self-important.
I and olive oil get along because we are so much alike. Highest in monounsaturated fat than any other nut, since we naturally contain plant sterols, and vitamin B1 and magnesium. We just allow humans to have so much energy.
Sounds like you're good for the heart.
And bone health and normal metabolism. I'm on a roll. I'm so good. I exercise all the time, so you know I'm a health nut.
Yeah, but if you have cracks, hey, it happens, or cuts or spots or mold or smell rancid, you're not going to be good for anybody.
Baby, I stay firm when kept in a cool, dry place for months.
But if you've been shelled, you get stuck in an airtight container and kept in a refrigerator so you won't go rancid.
Well, I never. We're both occasional nuts, just like Cashew will tell you. It's because we're so full of fat. And you, Brazil, are so full of.
I must intervene, Ms. Carol. I am Pecan, and like all of us, you get too much. You know we all are fat. You can have diarrhea, gas, or bloat.
Oh great, he poster child for touting how wonderful all of us are.
I must ask if you prefer to be called Pecan or Pecan. I've been confused over the pronunciation.
I'll enlighten right away. I'm a pecan on the tree, and when I get put in a can, I am a pecan. We have staying power.
Old. Pecan trees can bear fruit for more than 300 years.
That, my friend, is resilience. I'm a native North American, and 80% of us are produced in the good old USA. We're very patriotic, and all nuts are considered a fruit.
And what valuable health benefits do you bring to people? Well, you've piqued my curiosity.
We remove free radicals. I've got 19 vitamins and minerals densely packed in this little body. And secretly, we contain a special form of vitamin E that has been linked to killing prostate cancer. Come on, boys. Invite us to sit with you at the bar.
For a nut that has to be uniform in color and plump, you don't seem to be able to last in your own shell for over 12 months.
Shall we last in the refrigerator 9 months to 2 years? What's your staying power, Mr. Big Boy? Like Dracula, stored away from sunshine in an airtight container.
We're spoiled easily because we give so much polyunsaturated fat, so yeah, put us in an airtight bag or container and put us, like macadamia, in a cool, dark, dry place with no sunlight, just like Dracula without the blood.
That doesn't sound fun.
I apologize, but Ms. Hazel Nut here. Have to absolutely jump in on this. How are you, Ms. Carol?
Been looking forward to meeting you, Hazel.
Fellow nuts, we all are helpful and have rules to keep us luscious, shelled and unshelled. Why, I'm one of the oldest agricultural crops in the world. I'm Asian and European and now in the good old USA. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, she's always told me she was good for the bones and can help treat and maybe prevent degenerative illnesses like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. But that's what comes with age. She should know.
Well, we have something in common, Brazil Nut. You have my hazel eyes.
I understand you are helpful with reducing risk of blood clotting and urinary tract infections.
You bet, and I'm wonderful for your hair, your skin with all my vitamin E. I'm a darling for the ladies.
I guess I have to just jump in to be heard. Carol, I am Cashew, and I'm nothing to sneeze at despite how my name sounds.
Glad to have you on the show.
Technically, I'm not a nut. I'm a seed from the cashew apple.
You're just a raucous party nut, so you're going to give us your ancestral history, are you?
The only bad thing about me is my shell. The lining is toxic, so you'll never see me in it.
So basically, like all nuts, you're naturally cholesterol-free, gluten-free, a good source of protein, fiber, with healthy heart fats and vitamins and minerals. Is that right?
That's me. And you, Brazil Nut. I'm native to Brazil. I don't like being labeled, but yeah. We're probably related, but not kissing cousins.
Thank goodness. All I ever associated you with is your magnesium to lower the frequency of migraines because you relax muscles. When I get a headache, all I ever do is think of you. A lot.
Well, associate me with helping older people get protection from macular degeneration. And like Miss Macadamia, I also have an affinity with olive oil. We're great for your heart, Grinch.
Carol, let me introduce myself. I'm Walnut. People know in their gut that I'm good for them.
Glad you're being vocal.
I'm the nut that just keeps giving back in your gastrointestinal tract. Put simply, I multiply the good bacteria which lowers LDL. That's the bad cholesterol, Brazil. Everybody loves walnuts.
Yeah, let's all cheer for Walnut's high amounts of omega-3 fatty acids. We go hiking together, but they'd misidentify us as trail mix. Can we all just practice being a bit more humble?
I've seen the nutcracker more than anyone else. Brazil is afraid of it. Own up to it.
You just crack me up. I prefer dancing to the hot nuts. I avoid the nutcracker unless, of course, it's Christmas.
You can't dance. All you can do is the roly-poly.
Flattery will not get you anywhere.
Carol, I have to interject after that exchange. I'm Almond, and Almond not kidding. We are so old that we're included in ancient textbooks.
Why don't you and Hazel form an old nut club?
Thanks for speaking up, Almond. I hear that 80% of the world's supply of almonds come from California.
Yes, and we have been studied, I am guessing, more than any other nut.
Yes, the powerhouse of nuts is still in the building.
If you got it, you need to flaunt it.
I hear you're one of the most nutrient-dense nuts on the planet.
Dense, that's a good one.
Speaking as a fellow tree nut, Brazil, you may grow higher, but we almonds are the highest in fiber, protein, calcium, and I've learned a lot about you other nuts on the internut.
I understand you've been wonderful for hearts and lowering blood pressure.
We do our job. Our salad days have always meant so much to so many people.
Indeed. You all do a wonderful job. Is there really a bad nut?
Donuts.
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 Well, almost everyone does a good job. You know, Mr. Peanut couldn't find work for years.
How come?
He kept applying for the position of nut job.
Wasn't that a movie?
Since I remove free radicals, would you like me to remove Brazil nut?
We've established there is nothing free about me. Pecan.
I want to thank all of you for taking the time to explain who you are, where you're from, and the many good things you contribute to people who just can't get enough of any of you. You certainly resonated with me.
Had a great time.
Me too.
This has been the Carol Butler Show. Thanks for listening to all these kernels and nuggets of health. Go nuts for them. As for the rest of us, we're going to have a celebration.